Hello, Angelica here. By the way, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay, let's get started. So I wanted to show you my favorite tamales. This is definitely probably my favorite, or at least at the top of the list because I have many favorites. These are chicken mole tamales, whether in banana leaves or corn husks. I love them. Now, for the mole sauce, you could make it from scratch. I have a recipe video for that I will link below. Or you could use store-bought. It all works. You'll need around 5 cups of mole sauce prepared for this recipe. So first, I'm going to cook the chicken. And I started with a large pot, water, and around 4 pounds of bone-in chicken legs and thighs. So I removed the skin. Here I've added onion, carrot, celery, garlic, and bay leaf. I'm going to add some salt, and I probably added some chicken bouillon powder in there at some point. And I just boiled and cooked it until everything was tender and falling off the bone. I'm going to let this cool and then shred the chicken. You'll want to at least have 1.5 pounds of shredded cooked chicken. For the banana leaves, I'm using a 1 pound package of frozen banana leaves from the store. I really can't get my hands on fresh ones these days. So for the frozen, you want to unfold it and start cutting them into manageable size pieces. At least 10 by 10 square pieces works. They might be larger than that. Once I've cut them into pieces, I'm going to remove the fibrous rib from the leaf. You'll want to do that because that will not fold. So once all of my leaves are prepped, I'm ready to boil them. Here I have a large pot of boiling water and I'm going to put them in there to boil. I think in my original video I said like a minute, but 10 minutes is probably better to make them soft and pliable. And because these are pre-frozen and they're already kind of cleaned and prepped, you don't really have to pass them over the fire. But if working with fresh banana leaves from the store, you definitely want to boil them, clean them, and pass them over an open flame to make them foldable and pliable. So I've rinsed them well. Now I'm going to wipe them down well. You want to make sure you remove dirt and debris from these, because nature. So I'll repeat the process for all of the banana leaves and then they are prepped. So for the masa, I'm using around 3 pounds of masa preparada from the store. This has a lot more moisture than the dry bagged instant corn flour or Masa brand stuff. Here I have around 1.5 cups, 1.25 cups of lard. It's around 215 grams of lard. I'm going to start mixing and combining that with my hands. Here I'm adding around 2 teaspoons of salt. Now for flavoring and seasoning to your masa, it's really to your preference. Add more if you like. Here I'm going to start with 1 cup of low sodium chicken broth. This is that boiling liquid that I cooked the chicken in, and start working it in and really mixing and combining the masa. And if you need to add more broth to get this kind of creamy and smooth, go for it. I will be putting the ingredient list in the description below. So this is exactly how I want it. And I kind of whipped it with my hand and with my little kitchen utensil here. Here's my 5 cups of homemade mole sauce. Again, store-bought works. And I've shredded the chicken from the bone, but I kind of left it in large chunks. And my masa is prepared. So I'm ready to show you how I put these together. Here I have my prepped banana leaf. I've added my masa to the center. This is around 3 tablespoons of masa, maybe more, and some chicken in the center. I'm going to add several tablespoons of my mole sauce. I like things saucy. And now I'm going to show you how I wrap this. And once you do the first one, it gets easier, but the first one can be kind of awkward if this is your first time trying this. So you bring the ends up together and then you just fold it once and then twice, and then the ends you're going to fold under to secure the seam. Now you can take some of those fibrous ribs and tie it to secure it, but this is it. I just fold it and place it folded side down. So here I have a 16-quart pot that I've added 2 quarts of water to the bottom. This is a steamer pot. And you want to add your tamales folded side down, seam side up to secure the folded sides. And then add some banana leaves on top. Also a clean tea cloth on top. Cover with a lid. And I'm going to turn on the heat to high and bring your water up to boil. Once you hear it boiling, lower the heat to a medium-low heat and let it cook for an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. And after it's done, I'm going to shut off the heat. And you can let it set for 20 minutes. I'm going to remove one just to see if the masa is cooked through. Once you open up your tamal and it peels away from the banana leaf easily, it's cooked. They're done. You can serve. This is just, I really truly feel like these are my favorite tamales. And honestly, there's so many ways to make tamales, but this is at the top of my list. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.